All right, what's up, everyone? Crazy week in the market this week. Let's get in right to it. So, starting off with the S&P 500 here, just going over this. You can see from the Monday markers we put on, the black line up top is the Monday high, black line at the low is the Monday low, and then we have the Fibonacci levels going off of them. So price almost hit the white one up here, which is a 1.146. It didn't hit it, and then pretty much from them straight sold off almost straight down until what is that, Wednesday. Going in Thursday, we had a retracement. Today continuing to sell off even more. So when price hit the 1.146 here to the downside right here, it went up and hit it, no problem right there at all. Unfortunately, that's not enough of a trade. I was looking for it to take that right there, so that one was a no-go. But so after that happened, it continued making some really nice five-way moves this week. The movement was excellent for a whole lot of good trades right here. So came down here, found support near the 2.382 Fibonacci extension level, and then made an extremely nice, probably the trade of the week right here, because it happened on here, both here on the S&P 500 and the Russell 2000 that I'll show here in a second. You can see it created a real big 0, 1, 2 wave right there, small 3 to 4, then 4 to 5 up here. And then see what normally happens is when these trades backing up right here, like here's a really big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way move, but the problem is I don't get in until price closes above this purple line, which is the 21 EMA. So like for this, for instance, you know, it actually didn't even close until it completed it, which is the this bottom of the rectangle box is a 38.2% retracement move from the second point in the 5-wave. So here, this is like a non-trade, obviously. Here, again, non-trade, went up and hit it. I mean, if there's a way that I could figure out how to get in down here closer to the bottom and not just get destroyed when there's like a huge move down, because like, look at this. So when price hits this box right here from this 5-way move, that's when I considered it to be a complete 5-way move. Now it can still go down from there, of course, which is why I have not the first entry until price closes above the 20 EMA, because not every time does that mean the reversal is going to happen right there. I mean, look at this right here. There is the first entry right there, but price continued to go back down, so you had to keep on drawing the extension lower until it finally hit there. So sometimes you have to get in multiple contracts, but hey, it is what it is. No big deal. So that wasn't a trade. I think I missed out on that one. I ended up not taking that. Can't remember. But anyways, so that's how it goes. But for this trade right here, sometimes, this is rarity right here. I'd say maybe 5% of the time this happens like this, where it flattens out so much that it gets you in close to the high right here. And so, and during trading hours, because it seems like when you do get these good trades set up, it's like at 3:15 a.m. in the morning, and so obviously I'm asleep by then, so I can't take that trade. But here, where let's just back up here real quick, you can see there's the 0, 1, 2. There's a new high, 3, 4, comes down, retraces back there. And what I look for the retracement is for points 3 and 4, is I take the top of point 1, go to the new high right there. And when price retraces it back to at least the 38% line, that locks it in. As long as it go and doesn't break into the 1 point right there, we're good to go. Then price come up there and hit that box, which is 1.146, which is from the 0 point to the third point, and I just draw that box from the 1.146 to the 1.618 potential reversal box, or at least the zone, to let me know this is an official 5-way move for the way I trade. So here, price closed right there. There's the close below the purple line. Let me go in a little bit closer here. Closed right in there. I got in about right there, I think, and then it's pretty much just all the way straight down until it hit the 38% box, which is all the way down here. I think I got out a little bit soon for the black line right there. Just not get too greedy. I wanted to lock in some profits, and then if price got some support, bounced back up, I was going to get back in and short it again. But if I can get 60 to 70% of the overall move, then that's an extremely good trade for the way I trade right there. So yeah, these setups don't come all the time. Haven't seen one of these in a while, so when they do, it was awesome. So from there, you can see it just created more 5-way moves down. There's another 5-way move down, and then this one right here would have been a really nice move last night. What time was it? Yeah, it's about 11:30. I think I quit looking at charts around 11ish or so. Because I mean, there's been plenty of times I've stayed in trades overnight, but I don't sleep well that night, and my sleep's more important than these trades. So I thought about staying up and trying to get in this. It turned out this would have been a real easy one to get into, because when price closed right up right here, didn't even make a new low before it went straight back up, and it would have been nice. Say if you got in even right here, 37, let's say 37.34. It's easy to get out right there, about 37.44. Easy 10-point move right there in the S&P 500. But anyways, the way it goes sometimes. And then Friday, today was kind of a wash the rest of the day for the S&P 500. I was looking for this to be a 5-way move down. There's the 0, 1, 2. I was looking for this to be the 3, 4, and it started going down, but never quite made it, and then just messed around here for the rest of the day. So moved on next week. There isn't any open trades or anything to look for here in the S&P 500. So we'll wait for Monday's action to close it out and draw the new lines on there for the Fibonacci extension levels, and those will be the support and resistance areas for this week. And as you can see, price ended up down here at the 2.32 Fibonacci extension level to close out here the week. Won't touch on everything here on the Russell. Just want to show you that other trade. Where was it? Is this it? Maybe it was the Dow Jones. But anyways, yeah, there's Russell. Here, there's Monday, there's the high, there's the low. Price came down, blew past the 1.146, as you can see when it went into it right there. Blew past it, came down here, hit the 1.618, and found that support right there, and went up and hit the target, which is the 1.146. I'm kicking myself. This is a trade I did not get into, because at the time price was screaming down. Should have got in on it, obviously, looking back, because from right there, say you got in right there at 2088, or let's say 2089. Go way back up there, you know, you're looking at close to about a 19-point profit there in the Russell 2000. So missed out on that one, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. And then for, I think was it the Dow Jones? That one. Yeah, it was the Dow Jones. But here on Friday, the Russell was the market trade right here for it. You see, you had this big 5-way move down, comes down here, hits it, and goes back up and fills it. And then getting close to the end of the day, you have another 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way move down right here. Here was the entry right here at about 220.81.1, but with it only being about, let's see how much away from the top of it is, only about 26 ticks away, and it's not enough to risk it, because if you get that retracement down, you're eating it all. So I figured I was going to miss out on this trade, especially when it got close to here, but then after I double checked it and triple checked it, it did not hit the exit right here. And so I required to hit the exit, and since it did not, I had to exit. I had an entry down closer to here, got in down here, got out right here. Then I had another thinking, oh, maybe I'll go a little bit lower, because obviously it was looking like it was in some type of support resistance channel. So got in down here, and then I think got out on that candle, and then I was looking for it to get in down here again at the bottom, but obviously from that it went up there and hit them. So for me, the Russell 2000 today was the superstar market to trade, and there isn't any open trades like there was last week, because I know last Friday I had mentioned, let me just show you here this real quick. So last Friday's video over the weekend when I did it, price ended just like this, where we were in a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where the 5-way move would have been at that time on Friday's video. Price had closed just below it, enough to get me in this short trade right here. And so when the market opened, I got in right about there when it opened Sunday afternoon, 5 p.m. my time. And then you can see price did go away from me here a little bit, but no big deal. I had another entry order set up right up over here. Somewhere, I can't remember exactly where, so it got me in it there as well, and then messed around for a little bit, and then came and dropped out, and made it for a really nice trade to start off the week right there for the Russell 2000. But I just wanted to follow up that trade with the video that I had mentioned last week. And even if you had got in right here, it still would have been just a little bit of profit if you never had gotten in again. Let's see, about right there to right there, about 37 ticks right there in the Russell 2000 for that. So that's how that trade worked out right there. And let's go to the Dow Jones here real quick. The Dow Jones, yeah, here's a trade very similar to the S&P 500. Let's start back over here on Monday. There's the high, there's the low. Again, for this one, the 1.146 level, price hit it, went up there and hit the target, which is the 0 line right there. And then the trade of the week for the Dow was similar to the S&P 500 that I mentioned, where you get this big 0, 1, 2. There's a 3 and there's a 4. There's the 5 up here. Price came down, closed down right there. There's your entry. I guess this spike up right here just got a whole bunch of longs going the wrong way. I remember seeing this was about 1:15 in the afternoon. All of a sudden, it just shot up, thinking it was going to start creating new highs, and then closed, and then bam. That's the only thing I can assume that was happening right there. Is they were just trapped in longs up there, and then just literally went straight down until it hit the target. One of the easiest trades you'll ever take. And then similar to S&P 500 Friday, total wash in the Dow Jones. Not really anything to do right there. Didn't have any retracements enough to start that 0, 1, 2 up here, like the 0, 1, 2. So the first one would have been up here, 0, 1, 2. I'll just draw that there right quick, 0, 1, 2. And what I was looking for right here, this was enough to be the 3, 4, and I was looking for it to create the 5. Obviously never went and did that, and it actually went up and broke the 1 up there. So for this to be a legitimate 3-4 leg coming down, what we need to have happen is we need a new low to break down here, and then a retracement up back right there for it to be it. So I'll go ahead and delete that off of there because it's not legitimate anymore. Yeah, so we need a new low. It's come up and hit it, so it doesn't matter at this point. Moot point. And there aren't any open trades here for the Dow Jones. Finally, for the Nasdaq. This is a video I made last week where I was looking for the Nasdaq to have a good size retracement here this week, and starting off this week, it did not look that way. I was cussing myself out. I was convinced that now this trade setup that I'd done, the Monday's trades with the Fibonacci extension levels, did not work, and I was going to throw it away. And then, let's see, Wednesday happened, and it gave me hope that I wasn't totally incorrect with it overall, because going back to this Monday over here, this was the level we were looking to get filled because it had not yet come back. And let me just show you here real quick what that looks like. So price went up. There's the 0.146. There's the 1.61. It's just blowing through it. Now here's where it got tricky right here. And so I put the 1.382 in here as well. So price went up, hit the 1.382, and you can see that it was definitely a resistance level. Came down and hit the 1.618. So I was thinking, okay, maybe that should be the level, or one of the levels when it hits and goes down, hits 1.618, consider it complete. Because here, before it was 1.618 that I had, but as you can see, price just blew on through it, continued to just go way higher, stopped coming out the 5.85 as the market opened Monday. We started going higher, had a huge drop off, and then just continued to go higher, made a new high. It didn't look like poor old Evan and his options were going to expire all worthless. But then Wednesday happened, and Wednesday price never hit the 1.146 to end Tuesday. And then Wednesday happened, and we're just sitting here walking around, and then when old Evan woke up, the market had retraced some, and then we had a big drop right when the market opened, and it continued going on down. So I wish it was a total happy story for me, because if I had held on to my options, at least around right there, I would have had a really nice profit for my short puts for the triple Q. But I have to admit, I wimped out. I got out when price was around right here on Wednesday because they expired this Friday. Got out down right around here for a small loss because instead of losing all of it, I said, okay, I'll just take a small loss. That'll be better than losing 100%. I'll just take like a 3 or 4% loss, whatever it was. But instead, if I'd held on for a couple hours longer, I would have had a really nice profit on it. But hey, I'm definitely not perfect. I make mistakes, and when you have fear creep into your mind like I did this past week for these options, which is something new for me to do for this setup, I totally destroyed myself. So moving forward, I think these are legitimate setups, and I will be looking at staying in them, ride or die, with those options for the triple Q for this sort of thing for it. So, but it did not go down there and hit the final exit what we were looking for, which was right here around 12,872. Price did not hit that, and it actually went and retraced up. And then on Friday, see, it didn't quite hit it. Then Friday it went up, and then, or excuse me, Wednesday, Thursday went up. Friday came back down here towards the end of the day and finished to take it out. So yes, that is a complete setup. We can finally get this one off of there. So actually, we'll leave that one on right there, and we'll move it all the way. I already have it set up over there. Okay, cool. That's it right there. And that was the black line just to ensure I had it on there. So then we can see here's the lines here, the Fibonacci extension levels here in the Nasdaq. Never hit the 1.146 to the upside. Came screaming down here to the downside. Went down to the 1.618 level right here. Used it as support, came back up here and hit the top line at the 1.146 to complete that Fibonacci extension trade right there. And so, yeah, for all the markets moving into next week, there's nothing available for any potential trades outstanding. So we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen Monday for it. Real quick, looking over at the weekly chart here in the S&P 500, what I'm waiting for it to happen. For what I'll probably do is for my 401ks, I am looking to convert everything over to like bonds or something like that. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that right now it's just in some standard mutual fund stock allocation thing. So I want to be, if anyone knows of like Vanguard funds, because I think that's all I can choose from, that have the safest for a market decline, that's what I want to get into, because just the way I'm looking at trading this right here, this is the overall weekly picture here for the S&P 500. You can see there's the 0, 1, 2, the 3, 4 is all the way right here, and then recently it went and hit the box, the 1.146 to 1.618 box, which is that yellow line right there. It went up and hit it. So when price closes below the 21 EMA, the purple line right here, that's when I'm going to do it. There's a potential for more higher to happen until then, but I'm just getting ready and trying to prepare myself for it to happen. Obviously, I'd like to, if that's going to be the high, I wish I would have got out there. But the way I trade, I can never get in at the highs and never can get in at the lows either. So we'd be waiting for it to get closed soon. Below it, it'd probably be around 35, 73, 50. So still have at least another 150 points for it to go down for do it, but that'd be all right. And then what we'd be looking for once price does close below the 21 EMA is we're looking for at least the 30% right here, which is anchored to the second point down here, to go down and hit that. And that is at 27.70, and that would be the minimum that I'm looking for it to go down. Of course, price can go down further than that, but the target I look for this to be complete, for this 5-wave move to be complete with the retracement, would be 27.70 if this high up here remains the high for it. Now again, of course, price can go lower than 27.70, and but that's what I'm looking for right there. And then these lines over here, these are just the 2 to 1 points for the Fibonacci extension levels. This is what I found where sometimes you see some good movements too, and it's just kind of like a barometer to see how much the market has moved. And here in the weekly chart, it's moved up already to 11.89 Fibonacci extension level for that right there. So that's that. Those are the futures here for the week. I know this video is a little long, so have a great weekend and take care. Bye.